Um, so this year, coming into this new region, the 3A East, previously in the 2A, we had a really good. Pick up the microphone. Which one? Oh, your name tag. We had a really good run last year. We lost it right there in the third round against a team that ended up winning the state championship. So we knew this year that we wanted to come in and redeem ourselves and pick up where we left off. So we had a couple of good girls come in and transfer to help us pick up where we left off. And then, ever since June, we've been talking about this goal here, and that's making it to a championship game. Every single day in practice, I tell them and I ask them, what is our goal? And then I let them know that we going to get a ring by any means necessary. So they bought in very, very early. They put in the work, countless hours, understanding the condition they had to be in, the mindset to be team players, and to ultimately, buy into the team goal, and that's to get to a championship game.
Question for the players to talk about a ring by any means. What's it taken to get to this point to be playing for a state championship game next week?
Work, hard work, long practices, sticking together even through hard times. It just took work. We all believed in each other, and, we believed in ourselves as a team, so that's all it took.
Yeah, it took getting yelled at by our coach the whole practice just to get here.
I mean, especially I'm thankful for our coach because she knew what we're capable of and she pushed us to our full potential, and now we're here where we said we were going to be.
Coach, you took a team that had two turnovers last game against a team that had 20 wins and forced up to 17 turnovers. What does that say about
So defense. That's one thing that we take pride in is our defense. We have some of the best, the quickest defensive guards in the state, between Alyssa, number 23, Naira, number 5, Mari, number 000. And that's just what we do. I mentioned before that we condition, and we condition to play full court, man-to-man for 32 minutes. Non-stop, in your face, grit. We're gonna play. We got picked up a lot of fouls today, but typically, we're hands off. We're just moving our feet. We beat you to the spot, and then and if teams can't handle it, then ultimately they're gonna turn the ball over.
You got 32 good points in the paint.
Mm-hmm.
So your post players sit here. Can you talk about that advantage? You got to move it, kind of be on inside. Kind of that's what really.
So being able to have 5'11", with good size from Isaiah Boyer, and then being able to have the quickness, and the height, 6 foot from Kennedy Barber, that's just kind of hard to stop. I know Northwood had the two young ladies, the two twins, and we knew coming in that they were going to be a force to be reckoned with. So our goal was to kind of attack them, be kind of aggressive with them, see if we can get them in a little bit of foul trouble. And when we started going inside and we realized that that's where we could score it, then we just kind of continue to pound it. Isaiah typically, does her thing like she did tonight. And then, it was phenomenal for Kennedy. She's a freshman this year. She plays, 10 to somewhere around 22 minutes a game, and then for her to come in tonight, and just get us on an awesome lead, that just speaks volumes about her character and how much she's grown over the season.
Coach, can you
No, Coach, you took over this program, just last year, some best players, won 7 games your first year. What is it now like to be severe, chance to win the state championship game?
Man, it's, the cliche is that championships aren't won during the season; they're won in the summer, in the off season. So that's one of the things that coming in, that's what it was about, changing the culture. You went from I inherited what I had. Like they say, you got to play the hand that you're dealt. I changed the culture. We bought into summer workouts. We bought into being in the gym consistently. We got into some summer leagues. So therefore, not only are we training, but we're we're playing. This year we played in the summer league and in the fall league, so that chemistry going into our first game and in the beginning of the season, it was kind of already there. So to just kind of get in and teach some skills and the things that we knew that we can get from our girls and the things that we knew that the girls can do, that just and then when they just kind of bought into it and they showed up, that's the thing. You can yell and you can fuss at them and sometimes you run them off, but when they continue to show up every day, they're not just bought into the program, but they're bought into who you are as a coach. So to be able to just get them to buy in, they did the rest.
Well, any of the players makes first trip to the state title game since '82.
Mhm.
About how big this is for not only the school, the class, but the community as well.
It's huge. We're really, really excited. It's funny because last year, we were very, very confident in getting to the state championship it would be the 50th year anniversary, and we didn't get to do that. So now the next year, us working even harder than we did last year and getting here, and seeing the ladies that were on the team during the last championship in the 80s and them inspiring us, it means a lot. And to have support from alumni and people coming to watch us, people that graduated from Goldsboro, it means the world to us, and we really appreciate it.
Coach, talk like halftime message. Came out of halftime, y'all really won the game for really stretched it. What was the halftime message, or was it just another go get 'em? What was the message to the group?
So our halftime message was pretty much that, in the first half we created a lot of turnovers. We committed a lot of unnecessary fouls. So the message at halftime was that, we weren't necessarily playing our best. So we knew that we had more to give. So the message at halftime was to come out and let's play like we know how to play. We had a 6-point lead going into the third quarter, so we knew that that they was going to make some adjustments. We always talk about adjusting to their adjustments, so that's what we did. We came out, we adjusted, we spread the floor, we continued to do what we continue to do. The whistle was a little bit more in our favor in the second half, and so we were who we were,
Now, Zai, grandmother, of course, playing and going to the state championship. What does it mean to be able to take her school back to the state championship game, as well as, being able to have a chance to win?
It means a lot. The fact that my grandmother played for this program, it inspires me a lot. As a matter of fact, I wear her number. So, that legacy, people having confidence in me, knowing I came from the bloodline that I came from, I really appreciate it. It inspires me to do what I do when we play.
Kennedy, going back to what you just said, at times, you play a lot, sometimes you don't play a lot. What is it like to be able to have this type of game, this type of game?
It means a lot to me. It motivates me to be a better player. So I understand what she's doing and why she's doing it, because I am a freshman, and of course I still have to learn things. So I'm just grateful that when I got the opportunity to show what I'm capable of, I did it.
Wilson, you got that first foul there in the first quarter. You were able to kind of play the rest of the game with most of your fouls. I saw you and Khadija kind of have a conversation there. Like, what was kind of some of the things that she told you?
She was just saying, like, just play your game, like, just push left and, like, make sure, like, you're not reaching, like, stuff like that.
Last question. Ladies, congratulations. Look forward to seeing you guys next week. Best of luck. If you want to take your name plates with you, you're good to go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ooh, that last one was bad.
How many times did I say